Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Marianas Coffee.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Dan Shore. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. The Marianas Visitors Authority reveals its new global branding, and it isn't the usual. Also tonight, political season is upon us. Another hat tossed into the ring. And the Marianas Public Land Trust. What is it, really? And in sports, Matt's on fire. The kids crank it up at the Round House. Stay with us. These stories and more are next.
Your search for unbeatable internet speeds is over. Visit Docomo Pacific today and sign up for as low as $60 a month so you can experience our fast, reliable internet speeds for yourself. Docomo Pacific, better together.
Tangy pickles, slivered onions, tender pork covered in our delicious barbecue sauce, and topped on a home-style bun. Behold, the McRib. It's not just a sandwich, it's an experience altogether. The McRib returns. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Just a short flight from Saipan, adventure is calling on Guam. Guam Adventures at Leo Palace has the perfect mix of thrills and sightseeing this holiday season. Check out the off-road adventure where the trails splash, spin, and roar. And for NMI residents, after your ride, cool off with a free water park pass at Leo Palace Resort and enjoy 20% off lunch because adventure works up an appetite. So whether it's a weekend escape or a layover to remember, make it count with Guam Adventures. Book now and turn your trip into a thrill. And yes, we'll even pick you up. Book now at GuamAdventures.com.
Half a day, Tirawami, and good evening, Commonwealth. You are watching the Channel 2 News on November the 10th from our studios high up on Capitol Hill. As the season comes to an end, the Marianas Visitors Authority stamps its brand for a new beginning, and it's far from ordinary. On Friday evening at the World Resort, the Marianas Visitors Authority resorts to a world-renowned branding agency to articulate a Marianas tourism brand for a sustainable future. Far from ordinary. Seemingly, the entire island is present as MVA holds its biannual general membership meeting. Yes, there are opening remarks. Yes, there are updates from the Japanese tourism market. And the Korean market gives its hopeful spin on the future. But the evening is just waiting for this. The Circle 8 Global Branding Company hops out of Australia with MVA's blessing to present their marketing plan to the island. And their presentation is far from ordinary. They posit that it takes a village to create a global brand. They met with island cultural practitioners, educators, entrepreneurs, athletes, and artists to discover what it is that makes our islands unique. They find that the Marianas are much more than blue waters. We have museums underwater, and history in our forests. And after much market research, which bodes a future of smaller airplanes visiting from a larger variety of Asian markets, cultural tourism, the experience of soulful, historical, and traditional activities, will transport the visitor to a unique, far from ordinary experience.
Far from the eyes of the world is a far from ordinary place. Yes, it looks like an ordinary tropical paradise. But under the water, there's a museum. And a giant tree holds up the sky above. The landscape is as dramatic as the history. And deep inside a mountain, there's a theater. Sailors used stars for maps on canoes with wings. And ancient peoples made their mark. On the islands, they still call home today. And the world's deepest mystery lies just on the horizon. The Marianas, far from ordinary.
Oh, and a new mascot, straight from the depths of the Marianas Trench, Myra the Dumbo Octopus. The octopus, they say, is now in our court. MVA is seeking partnerships with cultural organizations like 500 Sales and others that can build cultural tourism adventures for our future visitors. Far from ordinary. On this past Saturday night in the village of Tanapag, another candidate running as an independent has thrown his hat into the political ring. After 7 years of service as a representative for Precinct 4 in Saipan, Representative Joel Camacho is stretching his wings.
I'll be running for the seat for the office of the mayor of Saipan in this upcoming election in 2026. Very exciting, and at the same time, it's pretty nerve-wracking, but you know, all the work that we've done in the precinct has taken us to this point.
Why would you run for mayor? How long have you been serving in Congress?
Actually, this is my 4th term in Precinct 4. And, you know, a lot of the projects that we've undertaken throughout 7 years, we've undertaken hundreds of projects that have benefited the community firsthand. And we just want to take that to the next level. We want to take that love and work that we have done in Precinct 4 and spread it throughout the entire island of Saipan.
The representative still has a year of service remaining in the House.
Yeah, I'm still the representative. I still have a duty and obligation to the people of Precinct 4. Doesn't mean that I'm going to run for the mayor and just, forget about my duties as a representative. If you take things into perspective, I only have 3 staff now, 1 part-time. And I'm blessed with some people that come out and volunteer when we are out there in the community doing community work that, like I said, benefits our community. 2 staff, and we've accomplished hundreds of projects, and we've been very resourceful. It's been pretty up and down, with our economy here in Saipan and the CNMI in general. Imagine you take that skill and you apply it to the mayor's office where he has a big number of people that are out there doing the similar work. So given the resources, it's not the title of the mayorship. I could care less about being a mayor. It's the resources that the office has that really entices me to want to see how far we can push the limits. I'm not running against the mayor per se, he's the current mayor, Mayor Arby. I don't think he's doing a bad job. He's doing a decent job. But this is a democracy, right? And in a democracy, I want to put my name out there as a candidate, a viable candidate, and leave it to the people to decide.
The Saipan mayoral election will take place on November 3rd, 2026. There has been a lot of discussion about the Marianas Public Land Trust. The executive and legislative branches of government are in ongoing negotiations with MPLT to borrow money in order to help supplement this year's budget shortfall. Who is MPLT and what do they do?
MPLT is the Marianas Public Land Trust. Under Article 11, Section 6, the trust was established to receive the land lease income from the Tinian and Northern Islands lease, as well as the Tanapec Harbor lease, which funds for the maintenance and development of the American Memorial Park. The $2 million lease is now a $12 million fund from the investments, from the original funding, and that interest is used for the American Memorial Park. That's what we call the Park Fund. The general fund is from the original $19 million or so from the Tinian land lease with the United States that the trustees appointed by the governor and confirmed by the Senate have invested under the standard of prudent investment to grow those funds. And today, from those funds, which are funded from the land lease income that Department of Public Lands and Marianas Public Land Corporation remitted to MPLT. And so from that, now that fund is over $120 million. And the interest that is earned from that money, if you will, that is what the trustees report and remit to the administration and the legislature. And our framers said, the legislature, you decide with this money what to do and what is in our best interests of our citizens, primarily for the benefit of our citizens of Northern Marianas descent, but our people of the Commonwealth. So that is who is MPLT, a constitutionally created trust, and what it does. It's a trust organization, it's a public agency. And investment is a little bit of a strange animal, but its framers had the vision to develop funds or establish a trust for the future. Well, the future is now, but the future is still our next generation to continue to grow the funds for the benefit of our Commonwealth. And that was a very progressive vision in 1976. Why do we say it's progressive? Because the Republic of Palau has established a trust. The Federated States of Micronesia has established a trust with their compact funds so that they can save that money and not spend it all from the agreements. And that is a progressive vision in Micronesia that saves for our future but plans for it now.
Coming up, the veterans will be there for veterans at tomorrow's ceremony. And women entrepreneurs are here for each other on our island. Stay tuned, that's next, right here at KSPN2.
Trust between service provider and customer is important because it forms the foundation for a long-term positive relationship. Trust influences everything from customer satisfaction to loyalty to community relationships.
Customers provide feedback on the services they receive from us, and their experience is our success.
I recommend Docomo Pacific to a lot of people, especially if you game. If you're like me, who live basically around the internet, they really, Docomo does really care for those who are their customers.
Honestly, from where I work at, I'm a customer service, and customer service is big for me, and they meet our expectations.
One of the positives of being a Docomo customer is the service. For us as a restaurant, we focus a lot on customer service, and it's nice to see, Docomo doing the same thing.
It's clear that they've been working to deliver more value for local businesses like ours. When their internet works consistently, it fades into the background, and that's how it should be.
Every journey begins with one step and the right coach. At Gold's Gym Saipan, our certified personal trainers build programs that move with you. Your goals, your pace, your power. Stronger, healthier, more confident, together. Your best starts right here at Gold's Gym Saipan. Visit us in Garapan or call 670-233-4000. Gold's Gym Saipan, stronger with every rep.
Just a short flight from Saipan, adventure is soaring high at the Hilton, Guam. Guam Adventures invites you to take flight on our zipline adventure, a breathtaking ride where the ocean sparkles below and the island breeze rushes past your face. Glide over tropical gardens, feel the thrill of the drop, and capture that perfect view. This is one experience you'll never forget. Show your CNMI driver's license and we will even throw in snorkeling at one of the best spots on Guam. Because adventure shouldn't just lift your spirits, it should lift you right off the ground. Book now and take your trip or layover to new heights. We can even pick you up. Book now at GuamAdventures.com.
I love Marianas coffee. Come join me for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
Welcome back. You're watching the Monday night edition of the Channel 2 News. They are entrepreneurs. They are here in the CNMI, and they are all women. Sakura Halstead reports.
It's amazing because I didn't have a background in business, but it's always good to start. There is no time limit to start a business, and the women here are amazing, and we are going to help each other. It feels like women here want to work together. In any ideas that we have, we can do it if we work together.
The fifth cohort of the CNMI Small Business Development Center Network Women Entrepreneurship Program is in the books. Entrepreneurs from all backgrounds gather to learn the ropes, best practices, and how-tos of being a business owner.
Women entrepreneurship means a lot to me. Being a daughter of the CNMI is a very proud thing to embrace, and I'm very happy to have the resources like SBDC and our government partners to just kind of guide me into building my dream. So I encourage all women to do the same.
Coming from a small island, we have a lot of foreign entities or other people trying to come in and create business, and I think this is just another opportunity for our people to take up that space here in our own community.
So it means a lot to me. I feel like it's a chance for women to actually step into the leadership role of kind of like helping build a better community for us here in the CNMI. I grew up watching my mom be like a very passionate business owner in her own ways, and in a way it did kind of like inspire me to kind of step into this role as well. And I feel like it kind of gives a chance for women to kind of like put themselves out there and show that success is not just defined by gender.
Like usually the husband was the one working, so I think it's good that also as women can do our part, and whatever the man can do, we can also do it.
I think it's important seeing a woman or female dominant, environment, or women that are, running businesses, small business, being leaders, being managers, something that's very unfamiliar in the past. And so such a beautiful thing, all the upcoming businesses that are female owned, I love it.
It's provided us such great information on how to get started with a business. It goes over tax, it goes over, laws, things like that. And what I'm very excited about is that it gave us a boost, a start, because so many people start businesses and they don't have not even one tiny bit of this information that we received here. So I'm super excited about getting started with my business.
I see women entrepreneurship as a way to show the new generations of women or little girls that see their mom doing new business, like that we can do so much, and we are the core of the family. And if they see us going after our dreams, they will be doing the same thing.
After the Veterans Day ceremony tomorrow, a fun day hosted by veterans, for veterans and their families. On the 11th of November, tomorrow, the Saipan Veterans Day ceremony will take place at 11 a.m. at American Memorial Park. Clement Bermudez is the president of Project Buddy Check 670.
So right after the ceremony at the American Memorial Park, which starts at 11 to 12 or to noon, about noon, right behind the ceremony, we'll be hosting a lunch, and actually it's called the Family Fun Day. We do this is going to be the second year in a row that we've done it. This is a form of outreach to our community of veterans and their families. The delegate, Kimberly Hines, is hosting, informational booths, and she's partnering up with 670 to host this. Veterans, you and your family are invited. Again, that is, if you've served in any service, any branch of service, you are invited to come out. This is our day where we enjoy the festivities. There's going to be games with our children, the community, and more importantly, amongst veterans. So do not be shy, come out. This is our day. We want to capture, the more that we capture and connect with you, and we do want to connect with you because this is all we have, it's just us. And we got to do this. And we are stronger in numbers, we are stronger if we are together.
There are now nearly 200 active members of Buddy Check, but there are many more CNMI veterans who have yet to connect.
Mental health is real, and so we have peer support, we have grief support, we have suicide training, that is, how to deal with suicide thoughts, and also referrals. We've got 988, we have the Community Guidance Center, CGC. We're a joint at the hip with CGC. We've done this for over 2 years, where we refer veterans that are in crisis, that actually need help. Service does not end when we take off the uniform. Service continues. And this is really the heart of veterans. We continue service, and our service is back to our community who actually is supporting us too. So there's no way around it. Veterans plus our families plus our communities makes us stronger as an island community.
Coming up in sports, the geese are cranked on and the mats are on fire. Next, you don't want to miss this.
Welcome to Marianas Beach Resort, and now welcome to Marianas Coffee. Indulge in the rich, smooth taste of classic coffee, or treat yourself to one of our signature creations with the best coffee roasted right here in Saipan. Craving something fun? Try our cracking marshmallow milkshake, or one of our refreshing milk teas. Stay cool with locally grown lemongrass lemonade, the perfect tropical twist. Pair your drink with our delicious cakes, dessert, sandwiches, and salads freshly made just for you. And with super fast Wi-Fi, it's the perfect place to work or unwind. Marianas Coffee at Marianas Beach Resort, where great coffee meets great style.
At Marianas Beach Resort, come to the edge of the ocean and experience the best sunsets on Saipan at Skipper's Beach Bar. Open daily from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m., Skipper's is the perfect place to unwind with great friends, great weather, and stunning ocean views. And every hour is happy hour with $3.99 craft draft beer, local food specials, and live music. Bring a friend or make some new ones. Skipper's is where memories are made. Skipper's Beach Bar, the best sunsets, the best fun. Come join us tonight. See you at the beach.
When I think of you sometime, want to spend some time with you, just the two of us.
From Les Maisons of Golds, a scent born of effort, forged in sweat, and finished with just a hint of pre-workout. Introducing Heure de Gain by Gold's Gym Saipan. This Christmas, give them something unforgettable. Gold's Gym gift certificates, because confidence never goes out of style. Gold's Gym Saipan. It's not perfume, but it will make you smell like victory.
Buenas sports fans.
Buenas, sports fans! Saturday all day at the Round House Garapan. The mats are laid out and they are on fire. It is the sound, the passion of the crowd echoing in the echoed chamber that is the Round House Arena in Garapan. Kids of all ages and sizes are assembled to compete or accompany competitors, support their friends, or respect their neighbors. These are our roving reporters here today at the Round House in Garapan. What are your names, reporters?
My name is Joseph, and my name is Jerome.
Joseph, Jerome, what are we doing here today?
Today we're competing for the Mats on Fire.
So let me ask you about the fights. What do you know about the jiu-jitsu that's going on today?
I don't really know much, but all I know is we're competing.
Who's competing?
So there's people like Uma, Kiko, Noel, Dylan, Dion.
Are these people from your school?
No, there are people from our classes at our jiu-jitsu place where we learn.
Which one do you go to?
We go to Trench Tech.
Oh, okay. There are competitors from Trench Tech, Saipan Submission, and even from Guam. Is that Frank the Crank? Cranking the gi of Franklin the Cranklin Jr.? Why, yes, it is. Saipan and UFC legend Frank Camacho traveled from Guam to accompany two sons and a nephew who are competing.
I'm just, as we're standing here, right, and I'm looking into the roundhouse. Look at all this support for all these kids, and you know, like every time I see the amount of kids that are competing, every time I see the amount of respect and discipline being shown on the mats, it makes me very hopeful for the next generation, for the community, you know, for the island community. Like I'm looking, man, Saipan and the CNMI is going to be so strong when these kids continue on. They take the learnings of martial arts and jiu-jitsu and continue it on with whatever community stuff that they're doing, right? Whether in their job or whether their community work or just being their regular island kid.
Dayton is 8 years old, and he's been practicing jiu-jitsu for 3 years already. He's competing in the martial art of grappling, or as I call it, pretzeling. Dayton is flat on the mat of fire. When the oven heats, his yeast rises, and he pretzels his opponent, gaining victory and a joyous celebration. He and Cranklin and Raiden take the victory stand together.
The coolest thing that I see here, and that I think I really enjoy with the kids and with the adults, right, is the amount of confidence that they're building. Because, you know, with this day and age, right, we have social media, we have all these different types of apps, we have all this different type of technology. And as a parent now, I'm like, how do I vet this through my kids, right? Like, how do I make sure that they don't see things that they shouldn't be, watching things that they shouldn't be? But I really think that through this, you build kids' confidence so that when they're confident in themselves, they can know that they're confident to make the right decisions. They're confident that they're not going to be doing X, Y, Z, you know, and they're confident that in themselves to say no to things, right? And I think that is the beauty of what's really going on here. And I guess just to end that, you know, with Cookie, that guy is still chasing it hard. He's still promoting, he's still riding bikes, he's still training at 50 what?
And he's gained not 1 pound, but he did gain this pathetic growth on his face.
Shave that off, Cook!
And no, martial arts is not just a boy thing anymore. The girls are just as present. Sportsmanship and friendship and competition and community and pretzels on Saturday at the Roundhouse on the mats of fire.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Here's the weather. Tonight will be partly cloudy with only a 20% chance of isolated showers with low temperatures of around 78 degrees. Tomorrow, Veterans Day, will continue to be mild with only a 20% chance of rain on our parade with gentle east winds, high temperatures of around 87 degrees and lows in the upper 70s at night. The sun has set at 5:45 p.m. and will rise again tomorrow morning at 6:17 a.m. And while the rooster's call beckons, the bugles cry. Veterans Day will remind us to honor those we have lost and to cherish those who are still with us. And I will see you on the water or on the land. Well, CNMI, that is news, sports, and weather, and we will see you again on Wednesday. Have a good Veterans Day.